sports.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. The kickoff unit about to go to work. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oklahoma State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need him.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ford. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Grab near the marker. It's Freeman. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going up top. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
Back to throw, it's McCown. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Went to the running game on third down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Now on first down from the 28. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Dropping back, it's McCown. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Makes one-man miss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Snagged in the middle, it's Freeman. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Cowboys have their offense in high gear. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ford. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Little touch pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The give. Nice move to stay on his feet. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They move the chains on the ground. Now another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
Fires to the right. And that ball is picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Line gets set, 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. 1st down, 10 yards to go. He's going to pass. He's got it down the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, and the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Speeding down the left side. 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner will be knocked down. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. He wants to throw. Got a man, it's Allen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down. Running running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw, it's McCown. He rifles one deep to the left. Grabs it inside the 10. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in San Antonio as we say hello from our broadcast studios.
The Cowboys will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Working that left side now. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to New Mexico. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Fields.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air, it's McCown. Makes his connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Across the 15. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
We got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for a first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
You know, you start day one at training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not one, not two, not three. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Movement here from the tight end. On the ground, it's Fields. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
Discards a man. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. And here comes the offense on second down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Fields. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Comes out throwing on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Finds a spot in the middle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Good, right down the boulevard. And now they regain the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. Oh, how did he make that move? And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. The inside handoff. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the single back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He wants to pass it on second down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch on the left. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.